Hey, howdy ho, everybody! This is Postmortem Nightshade, and after a significant drought, I am happy to be back here again to talk to you about another Mystery Movie Monday. This week's film was, as per usual at this point, one I'd never heard of before, and that was Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. I'm spelling it out because YouTube doesn't like that word. But it feels very fitting that this was the Mystery Movie Monday film, simply because in my most recent episode of movies that did and did not live up to the hype, that video is live on the channel, by the way, so check it out if you're interested. Then I actually talked about comedy movies in this week's most recent episode. And the mystery movie this week definitely fits in the comedy category. So, you might be wondering, did this make it onto my list of comedies I enjoy? Well, for starters, I think this comedy has all the right ingredients. It's got a cast that fully commits to the material, with stars including Zoe Dutch, John Slattery, John Hamm, Miles Gutierrez-Riley, Ben Wang, and many others. There are actually a lot of celebrity cameos in this one, and part of the fun is watching as each new person comes on screen, so I don't want to ruin the cast too much. But the whole group does definitely fully commit to everything, even when a lot of the humor is tied to cringe humor, which is something I know would be extremely difficult for me personally to pull off, so I commend them for that. The delivery and style of this world, including Zoe Dutch's character, reminded me a lot of the world and styling of The Good Place. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but let me know in the comments if you see that comparison. However, the Good Place analogy aside, the cinematography was good, and this movie has a solid runtime at just 1 hour and 33 minutes, which for a comedy I think is perfect. That's a great runtime. And it also made it to where the pacing was really solid, which again, great runtime. I think that really aids in the pacing element of it. However, unfortunately, most of the comedy just didn't land for me. I only laughed once, and throughout the rest of the film, I smirked or huffed in amusement a couple times, but other than that, this just wasn't my humor cup of tea. Some of the jokes I felt went on way too long, and the story was quite predictable, which is unfortunate given that I didn't really enjoy the comedy elements of the film. I will say though, even if all his scripted material didn't land for me, Ben Wang has got some great comedy skills, and I really hope to see him in more comedic roles moving forward. But on my personal scale, this one sits in the hey Heidi, no really, maybe just stop category. However, as I said many times, comedy is extremely subjective, so while I didn't find this one funny, you might. So if it is playing at your local theater on its bargain day, give it a try. You might like it a lot more than I did. But if you have seen this one, let me know in the comments. How did you like Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass? Was it a comedy that worked for you or not so much? Thank you everyone so much for tuning in, and if you'd like to follow along on my movie review journey, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all very soon.